Bob's Blog.
Hey, it's Bob Babish, and this is my weekly Bob's Blog, and today it's early March, and we're going to answer a couple of questions, and then we'll have a little lightning round and talk about bands. So here we go with the questions of the week. Let's see. Why isn't there more comedy at Summerfest? This comes from Elbow 60s. How about a main stage comedy night? Once again, keep your eyes open. We want to get comedy back in this venue because comedy was great in the past, and you'll be seeing more comedy in the future. Jake Schneider, bleachers. Why? Aha, good question. On the grounds, we put bleachers in front of the stages to alleviate some of the crowd pushing problems because sometimes the areas get very, very, very crowded because we don't have capacities on the grounds. So instead of having people push their way forward, the bleachers kind of have a little gap, a natural gap created between the rows, and that keeps everybody safer, and that's what we want to do here. We want everybody to have a great time. Mark Crawford says, why did they kill off the rock stage? I'm very disappointed that there will be less metal and hard rock bands at Summerfest now. We did not kill off the rock stage. It has a new name and a new sponsor, and there'll be plenty of rock acts, hard rock acts still on that stage, but there'll be a couple other acts interspersed with those as well, and there'll be other hard rock acts on the ground, so you won't be missing your hard rock acts, guaranteed. So we'll let that go with that. And one other question here, and this comes from the guy who told me to jump off a bridge. And I'm not going to give him your name, but you know who you are. I'm just saying, dude, what is with all the hate? It's not healthy. It's not good for you. I'm just saying, we have a great lineup. You'll find something down here. If nothing else, just sit on a bench and look at the girl in the next table. Maybe that'll be kind of fun. But hey, take it easy on us, all right? Thanks a lot. Now, I got a quick list of people, bands, and where they are and what they're doing. I'll get through these as quick as I can. ZZ Ward, later in the summer. Avett Brothers, you never can tell. Violent Femmes, you never can tell. Humphreys McGee, don't know yet. Kesha, Europe. Rihanna, Europe. Beyonce, Indoors Only. Kid Rock, Harley Festival. Goldfields, we'll see, it's still early for that. Mayor Hawthorne, couldn't make it this year. Kiss, have done it in the past, decided not to do it this year. Papa Roach, possible. Coldplay, not working. Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake are doing football stadiums only this year, and there's a football stadium play for them in Chicago. After Summerfest, they decided they did not want to come up to Milwaukee to play, but we try for Jay-Z every single year. Kid Cudi, still working on things like that. Kanye West, he couldn't make it this year. Justin Timberlake, same thing as Jay-Z. Bon Jovi, Europe. Bruno Mars, couldn't get him to come out of Canada. Kelly Clarkson was here last year, can't repeat. This one is playing here, so I got to make sure I cross that one off. Florence and the Machine, time period was wrong. Five Finger, never can tell. Rob Zombie, didn't fit in the touring. This one didn't fit in the touring either. I didn't want to talk about that one. Black Label Society, not this season. Offspring, couldn't make it work during Summerfest. J.J. Grey, later in the summer. Pink, Europe. Hunter Hayes, on tour with Carrie Underwood, so we couldn't make that one work. Hailstorm, never can tell. 6 a.m., never can tell. Just acts that we haven't got any final decisions on yet, on whether they're going to be around during our time or not. That one is a no. Los Lonely Boys did them last year or the year before, so we decided not to repeat. This one is going to play the Harley event, so we're going to hide that one for you. Eric Clapton, not going to be in the country during that time. This guy is not working during the time. This act is playing here, I don't want to talk about it. This act is playing here, I don't want to talk about it. Pearl Jam, tried for Pearl Jam, but they're playing Chicago. They're playing Wrigley and decided not to do any other plays, just stay in Chicago. One Direction put this offer in last year for this year, and they decided they did not want to come through the market for us during that time, so they passed. So that's gone. Script and the Train, did the train last year. Here Come the Mummies, Too Many Times. Lumineers, tried for the Lumineers, but they were leaving it. Either, if it's not Europe, it might be Asia, it might be Australia. I don't know, but they couldn't make our date work, so that's the way life is. Hanson did it last year. Red Hot Chili Peppers, not touring during our time. Brad Paisley, have a couple of country shows already. We thought that was enough. Taylor Swift was told she only wants to play stadiums. And that's one off. Kings of Leon, it would be a one-off. It would cost too much for us. Civil Wars, last I heard, they broke up, so that's not going anywhere. Grace Potter did it last year. Mumford & Sons, my favorite place. They're in Europe. This act's going to play here. Nine Inch Nails probably later in the summer. George Strait did George a couple of years ago. And Trey Anastasio didn't really feel like he wanted to do the date. So, that's where we are this week. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. And there's a lot of live music out there this week, so make sure you look into Turner Hall, and you look into the Rave, and you look into the Eagles Club, and you look into Shank Hall, you look into the Pabst and the Riverside, and there's some shows at the Admiral Game sometimes, and the Milwaukee Theater, and all kinds of places. So go out and see some live music and buy your favorite local musician a beer. Take it easy. This is Bob signing off. Not too fast?
No, that was perfect.